Whoops. Okay. We're back with Delores Ulsh, and she's going to share with us a little bit about the galloping Gertie that she was on just a few days before she went in. So go ahead.
Well, I was living in Seattle at this time, my younger years and everything, and the property out here never been checked out for off and on through the winter, so we decided to take a drive out here to check the property out here, and it was a nice clear day and everything, and I couldn't believe it, but the wind started coming up slowly as we crossed the bridge. So we got here, but never gave it a thought something was going to happen. And so when we did get down here to the house, we just checked it out as a days. It was on a Sunday or something like that, for just to get out, to get a ride out here, you know. And it took a long time to get out here because the roads were so small in those days. So when we got here out there and everything, and so we checked everything was fine. So on the way back, coming across the Narrows Bridge, and it was begin to get really windy then. We never gave it a thought something was going to happen that night. So as we progressed, we had to drive all the way to Seattle at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So the next morning we got up and everything, we turned the news on, and they said, well, the Narrows Bridge was down during the night. And people were just astonished how that could happen so quick, you know, from that wind, because it wasn't very hard at all during that time, you know, when we crossed it the day before.
Yeah, the Tacoma Narrows Bridge went down on November 7th, 1940, about 11 a.m.
It did.
And yeah, that was the particular date, so it's 60 years, well, let's see, 60, that's 80 years ago, almost 80 years ago now.
Oh my God, am I that old
And,
now?
did you ever have the experience of going across the bridge while it was gyrating?
No.
No, didn't do that. But
No.
you did go over it the night before.
The day
it went down.
before,
Yeah.
my aunt and uncle, they came out here to check Grandma's property just for a day's trip. And that's what happened the night after,
Yeah.
day after.
Yeah, so you went across it on November 6th,
Yeah.
1940.
And from that time on, the ferries came on service again
Right.
for several years.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
I feel sorry for the guy that lost his dog who did go over it though the next day.
Yeah, the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tubby was lost that day.
That's the name of the dog?
The dog's name was Tubby. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. The guy that owned the dog was Coatsworth. He was a reporter for the Tacoma News Tribune.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And he was on the bridge.
He survived. Yeah, he came back and he
Oh.
he
And since then, Bud was a scuba diver, and they dived down there, the old bridge down underneath the water over there.
Okay, well, we'll hear some of that too. That's good. That's good. Okay. Anything else?
Well, I think that's it.
Okay, great. Thanks a
Turn
lot.
the camera off, she'll think of more.